my 2018 in review. Now, 2019 has started. It is a reasonable time to review my 2018 and talk about it. I will tell you my 24 stories about 2018. There were some good memories and bad memories. My ranking of 2018 was 6 out of 10. It was such a good year to me.
But only you gave it a 6 out of 10 even though it was such a good year?
But, so.
Okay.
My first story was a highlight story. It happened in January. My school winter vacation started. That day, school was finished earlier than usual. So my friends and I went to the singing room. There was the snowfall, but we don't care. When we got out from the singing room, we went to eat meat. I was just happy. But the snowfall was so strong. We couldn't go too far. We just wanted to stop snowing. My second story was a highlight story. It happened in January. I slid on a sled with my friends. Frankly, I didn't want to slide on a sled, but my friend called me and requested with annoying persistence. Therefore, I went to slide on a sled because of my friends. I was really annoyed. However, it was kind of fun. Honestly, it was quite a bit more amusing than I thought it would be. My third story was a low point story. It happened in February. It was the day after the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. In school, all of my friends talked about the Olympics, except me, because I didn't have any interest in the Olympics. So I didn't watch it. Therefore, I couldn't understand what they were talking about. I couldn't discuss anything with them at school on that day. My fourth story was a highlight story. It happened in February. I saw the movie Black Panther with my close friend. He was a fan of Marvel. We saw the movie in CGV and it was a little bit fun. I liked the story, but I didn't like the action scenes. The action scenes sounded like machines and not a human punch. However, the story was good and acting was also great, but I couldn't recommend to watch it. The fifth story was a highlight story. March 1st was the Korean Independence Movement Day. We didn't have to go to school, so my friend and I went to a peace room. We met at 10 a.m. and went to home at 9 p.m. We played League of Legends for 11 hours this day. I was so tired that I couldn't do anything because I played for such a long time. My friend called me to play a cell phone game that night, but I fell asleep. He got angry at me because he called me 10 times, but I couldn't take his call because I slept. I thought playing games for 11 hours was harder than studying in academy. My sixth story was a low point story. March 23rd was my birthday. However, my academic teacher told me to come to study. Therefore, I couldn't play with my friends. I was so sad because I really wanted to go to a singing room with my friends, but I couldn't. It was a really gloomy day. My seventh story was a highlight story. My friend and I made a promise to see a movie. My friend lied to me that he couldn't go to see the movie. I was surprised. However, it was April 1st day, so I eventually figured out his lie. We saw the movie Insidious: The Last Key. It was a horror movie, and I liked horror movies, so it was so interesting for me. However, my friend saw only half of the movie because his eyes with hands for he covered his eyes with his hands for much of time. My eighth story was a highlight story. It happened in April. I saw the movie Avengers: Infinity War. I anticipated the movie so much. It was funnier than I expected. After watching the movie, we went to a coin singing room. I thought that probably he was good at singing because he was really handsome and he was also good at dancing. But he wasn't. My close brother was terrible at singing. I thought God is always fair. My ninth story was a low point story. It happened in April. I took a midterm test for first semester. My score wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't study so hard and I was sad and I regretted that I didn't study.
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed about my score, so I thought that I should have been more diligent.
Mm.
My 10th story was a highlight story. It happened in May. I went to floorball contest in my school. We played really hard, but we lost all the games. All of our teams in the contest were trained professionally, like junior Seikers or professional teams.
Mm.
However, our team played floorball as hobby. We were so annoyed and disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
We should practice more.
Mm-hmm.
My 11th story was a highlight story. I visited my elementary school teacher because it was Teacher's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about my childhood story with my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit not a good boy, I think. Therefore, I said sorry to my teacher. After that, I went to a singing room with my friends. My voice was hurt after that day because I sang the songs so energetically.
Mm-hmm.
My 12th story was the highlight story. It was Children's Day. I didn't go to school, but I went to a PC room with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any choice to go anywhere except a PC room because my classroom friends didn't like to go to a singing room and they didn't like to play other sports.
Mm-hmm.
At the PC room, I played League of Legends, but my friends played different games. It was just a good day.
Okay.
My 13th story was a highlight story. It happened in June. I saw the movie Gonjiam with my friends. The movie was a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked horror movies, so I loved it. However, my friends were so scared. I thought the movie wasn't as scary as I expected it would be.
Okay.
I was a little bit disappointed. My 14th story was a low point story. June 6th was Memorial Day. I went to many academies for all day. I was so tired and it was so hard to finish my homework.
Okay.
I couldn't concentrate on my academies because I was so tired and it was a bad day.
Mm.
My 15th story was a highlight story. It happened in July. I went bowling with my friends. I was not good at bowling, but my friends were terrible at it. Before we started playing, we all agreed that the person who got the lowest score should buy just juice for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I got second place in the game, so I drank a can of juice. But lowest person he didn't like to buy a drink juice,
Mm-hmm.
so we just told him to buy.
Mm-hmm.
My 14th story was a low point story. June 6th was My 16th story was a highlight story.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in July. I saw the movie Venom. I was a fan of Marvel and I especially liked Venom. Therefore, I went to see it and I thought it would be really fun to watch it with my classroom friends.
Mm-hmm.
The story was good and the action scenes were great. It was a little bit brutal, but it was quite exciting.
Okay.
My 17th story was a highlight story. It happened in August. When the final test was finished, I played with my friends all day. The school finished early and my academy teacher told me I didn't need to go to academy.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I went to a singing room, went bowling, and I ate some meat for dinner with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was really a great day.
Okay.
My 18th story was the low point story. It happened in August. It was such a tiring day. I went to Wings at noon before I went to Wings. I did my homework before I went to Wings.
Okay.
I did many homework after Wings. I went to Ash Tower to get my other academy's material from my mom's academy.
Okay.
I went to another academy at 4:30 in the afternoon. As soon as I finished my academy, I went to my best academy. When all academies were finished, I was so tired that I couldn't do anything. I just went home, had dinner, and went to sleep.
Okay.
My 19th story was the highlight story.
Okay.
It happened in August. My school summer vacation started. In the middle of the vacation, I went to a valley with my classmates. I didn't like the water, but the water depth was not so deep. However, the girls couldn't go in without using a tube because they were so short.
So sure.
I pushed their tube far away into the middle of water. They screamed at me, which was so funny. That was such a great memory. My 20th story was the highlight story. August 15th was National Liberation Day. I stayed at home all day. I slept for 12 hours and I played so many games. I was happy, but I couldn't remember why I was so happy.
Mm-hmm.
However, I recalled that my stress was gone. It was just so nice to be able to relax all day.
Mm-hmm.
My 21st story was a low point story. It happened in September. My family and I went to my grandmother's graveyard because we wanted to remember her on her birthday day.
Yeah.
It was so hot, so it was hard to go there. I couldn't think of anything except that it was hot. I couldn't remember my grandmother's face well because I hadn't seen her since I was 11 years old.
Mm.
Anyway, the whole experience was terrible because I was so uncomfortable due to the hot weather.
Mm.
I felt so sad and generally I didn't know how to feel. I missed my dear grandmother.
Mm.
My 22nd story was the highlight story. September 21st was Korean Thanksgiving Day. I hadn't met my cousin for 4 months because he was so busy. When I was in elementary school, I played with him a lot. I missed him so much. So that day was such a good day for me because I met him. My 23rd story was a low point story. It happened in October. I went to another flower contest in my school. I practiced so hard before contest, but I made many mistakes during the games and I was not a good player.
Mm.
We couldn't make a goal because of me. I made a mistake for that.
Mm.
I was upset and disappointed in myself. It was such a tiring and gloomy day. I was so sorry to my friends. My last story was a so-so story. Frankly, I can't say that this story was a highlight story.
Mm-hmm.
My friends and I went to eat dinner on Christmas Day and the dinner was great. However, we all felt that at Christmas we wanted to able to enjoy our time with our girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
However, we are all solo. So it was kind of sad for us. It was a bit tiring, but it was nice to be together with my buddies, but sad that we had no girlfriends to enjoy spending this time with on Christmas.
Yeah.
These were my stories. Overall, 2018 was a good year for me.
Okay.
It was a bit tiring, but there were also many good experiences for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will strive to make my 2018 more happier than 2018. Thank you.
Good. Billy, great. Almost your pronunciation was perfect. However, yeah, it's a little bit too fast.
Too fast.
Yeah. Don't feel like you need to say your stories too quickly. because sometimes it makes it a little bit hard to understand what you're saying. So for example, you talked about having your floorball. Yeah, your floorball contest in your school. But because you were saying so quickly, it was a little bit difficult to understand what that word was. F-L-O-O-R-B-A-L. Can you try again for me?
Floorball.
That's better. That's better. So just a little bit more slowly would make it easier for us to understand. Did you guys feel the same? A little bit? Right? You had one pronunciation mistake. One only. The spelling is, have you got your pencil there?
Yeah.
M-O-N-T-H-S.
Months.
That's right. Months. Months. Yeah, we'll work on it. Months. Yeah. No. Months. There you go. Months. We don't really say the TH sound so much. It's more like months. Yeah.
Okay.
M-U-N-S. Months. Okay?
Months.
But other than that, Billy, very, very good. Your presentation style is very good. One additional comment is when you're doing presentations, you're probably better to just stay with your script, with what you're writing. Because sometimes what happened was, I know that you were trying to add a little bit to your story at times. That was what we say impromptu or unscripted, but it kind of broke up the rhythm of your story a little bit, right? So you're actually better to just read what you have and not trying to add extra information, because it's a little bit, what we say, clunky. It's like, and then you keep on going, right?
I wasn't ready for it.
No, I understand. You were trying to add a little bit more information, but probably that's kind of where our questions will come in, all right? But anyways, good job. Give me another hand, guys. And now we are ready for some questions. Who would you like to hear from first?
Justin.
In your story, you went to singing room many times.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you sing well?
No, I don't think that. I like singing and I like singing very much. But I don't think that I am very good at singing.
You just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just loudly speaking. Johnny.
What did you sing in singing room in January?
What did I say? What did I sing in singing room?
Better question might be,
Okay, what is your favorite song?
Like, I think ballad. Like,
what's your favorite
my
song? What do we like when you go? I always sing. There's 2 or 3 songs that I almost always sing when I go to the singing room. Do you have 2 or 3 songs that you always like to sing?
Yes, I have.
What are they?
Korean?
Sure.
거북선. 사이먼 도미닉.
Okay.
Okay. 응급실.
Okay.
One ballad and 2 leg.
Okay. All right.
Lecture.
Actually, mine's related to singing room as well. You said in your 8th story that you went to the singing room with your handsome friend, friend and good dancing friend. Why did you think then, because he was handsome and good at dancing, that he was going to be good at singing? Why did you think that?
He was good at exercise too.
Yeah.
And I saw him.
Yeah.
He was good at game,
Yeah.
FPS,
Yeah.
like everything. So
Yeah.
I thought that he was perfect.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
handsome,
Yeah.
exercising,
몸짱.
몸짱,
Yeah. Good body.
dancing,
Yeah.
like that. So, but he was terrible at singing.
Oh, so you were very happy about that. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Next questions?
Johnny.
Justin played League of Legends, and you played League of Legends, right? And do you think you're playing computer game at League of Legends better still?
No, I don't think that, because if I do 1 versus 1 to Justin, I always win. I think.
Ooh,
I always win.
challenge. Yeah.
Oh, it is right, but
Okay.
It is right.
but his style is not 1 versus 1. Just help other person, other player like that.
Oh.
So I can't win that part of that. But it is really important in the game. So I don't think that I am not good at play game more than Justin.
You should ask Kyle about Warframe, because Warframe is a game that you have to cooperate and help each other in order to be successful at the game. So that might be a game that you guys might be interested in taking a different strategy. Maybe you'd be very excellent at that game,
I
Justin.
think Warframe is 19
Oh, it's
or 19.
over 19?
Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not from what Kyle said. Kyle said it sounds quite good, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't know.
Justin.
You say when you watch it horror movie, watched horror movie.
Yeah.
You were not scared. How can you do that?
I am scared of high place, and I scared on deep of water.
Yeah.
But I don't believe the ghost and like this. So just surprise is one of just go stress.
Yeah. To release your stress.
Yeah, release my stress
Yeah.
of the horror movie. So
Okay.
I just like horror movie.
Yeah. What's the scariest horror movie that you could recommend? What's the worst horror movie that you've seen?
Worst?
Yeah.
First, don't see. Konjam is not so scary.
Crown?
Maybe Insidious series is maybe horror movie is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think other very popular horror movies not so scary.
Do you like the Aliens series?
No, I don't like disgusting that.
Why?
I don't like bug like that.
Oh, so maybe that one would be a good scary one for you then. Possible. I have a question related to horror movies actually. In Canada,
Yes.
most horror movies are, again, you have to be 19 or older to
Yeah.
watch a horror movie. What about in Korea?
In Korea,
Mm-hmm.
maybe most of them is not 19.
Really?
Yeah, most of them.
I don't think that they're real horror movies then. Maybe they've changed the ratings, but when I was younger,
Honestly,
yeah.
maybe it is over 19. I
Yeah.
just go because I'm sorry, I can't go that. Okay.
No. That's okay. I'm just curious. You can be honest. It's fine. But okay, so it's a little bit the same question I had for Justin. Then, when you go to the movie theater and the movie theater rating is for 19 or older, how are you able to go and see those movies? Don't they check your ID?
Yeah.
They do. Do you have a fake ID?
No, they don't check that
They don't check it.
because I am so old.
You look older.
Yeah. So just my friend is elder than me. Just hey, come in, my cousin, and like do that.
Okay, I see. All right, next questions.
Sorry. Just Johnny.
I don't know well about floorball. Can you explain it?
Okay.
Rule?
Rule?
Briefly?
Very easy. One sentence. The ice hockey play on the ground.
Yeah, right. It's just like hockey. Do you know hockey's rules?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it.
like hockey, except rather than being on the ice, you're just playing with a ball and
Ball
running
is
around.
very
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah. Right.
Justin.
I think in Plover game, there's had some light heavy when crush body to body
Oh, okay.
and is Plover dangerous.
It is
So do you
like-
wear, I think maybe the question is, do you wear some kind of padding or protection equipment for floorball?
we don't have.
Yeah,
Just
so it's
Only
not,
golfer.
no contact then. So
It is-
probably you only wear this protection here?
No.
You don't?
Yeah.
Really?
Because,
Well, that,
like-
that can be dangerous.
in soccer,
Yeah.
it's like for soccer and baseball. We don't
Yeah.
have any. So like that.
Okay.
It
Alright,
is not
I
so
see.
dangerous. Register.
I don't know which question to ask you. I'm going to ask you this one then. You said in your 11th story that during Teacher's Day, you made a special effort to see your elementary school teacher and sort of tell your childhood story and apologize for your maybe naughty behavior during that time. Why did you make a special effort to see this teacher? What made this teacher special for you?
Because I thought that the teacher I thought that she hated me
Oh, okay.
because she angered me.
Yeah.
She got angry at me so
Yeah.
time. So I thought that she hated me, but now I think that she didn't hate me. So I was sorry
Mhm.
to her to make a problem like that.
Okay.
So she's
So what changed your mind? So something must have. So you thought that she hated you because she often got angry with you,
Yeah.
and then you went to visit her this last Teacher's Day. So what was it that about this conversation that changed your mind about whether she hated you or
it
not?
was not a conversation. Just I saw my past. Just I thought about my past, and
Mhm.
I thought like many times
Mhm.
that many times overall I thought that was my fault, not a teacher hated me. I just understood it
Okay.
because my dream is teacher, so I could understand her.
I'll give you a little hint. The teachers that get angry at you,
Yeah.
generally, those teachers care about you.
Yeah.
If they didn't
Oh.
care about you, they wouldn't get angry at you.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just say, I don't care about that kid, I hate that kid, so I just ignore them. So probably is the opposite. She probably cared about you very much. Same like rain teacher, when rain teacher gets angry at you, that means I love you, right?
I love you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Billy, good job, well done.